Yo guys, I am back with another Horizon 4 video. Today's video is a slight bit different to my usual Forza videos. Got the idea from Hello Flash of some vehicles you should just stay away from. Trust me, this is coming from someone who has 400 and what's 60, 70 vehicles in this game, so I've owned a lot. I've still own a lot. My overall count, I'm pretty sure I've owned at least nearly all of the cars. So this is going to be around about my top 20, top 30 vehicles that you must stay away from in this game. Due to the fact that they're slow, they're annoying, modifications are not the best. Regardless on what you do, you can't get it to how you would want it. And if you want me to do my top 30 best vehicles to get in the game, I can also do that as well. Yes, that's just my character's name. Okay, so let's start off with some of the worst. No, we're not starting off with what you think we're going to be starting off with. Let's actually start off with the 595 ST. This thing sucks. Freaking rear-wheel drive, I get it. It's from 68, but really, did we need something this small and depressed in the game? That goes on for pretty much the rest of your baths. The Spider, I gotta admit, doesn't look too bad, but I would stay away from this company altogether. That leads me on to the next. Pretty much it's more the next companies to stay away from. Stay away from Alien Craft. Those buggies suck altogether. I've had both of them. Ariel, stay away from the Nomad. I've got it, but I want to get rid of it, so stay away from the Nomads. K, tough decision. Actually, Aston Martins, you can't really stay away from any of the Aston Martins unless if someone finds one that they really hate. Audis. Audis have got decent stuff on them, pretty decent. I haven't changed that one around. The Austin Hurleys, god damn it. I get it, these cars. If you're really into old classic cars that handle worse than a Challenger and has acceleration worse than a Fiat, yeah, I suggest getting one of these in. Actually, these things get outdone by minis. 65 minis. BAC monos. If you're into open cars, yeah, I could see the practicality, but for me, not really my type of car, the BAC monos. BMWs, because Bentleys, they're a pretty good car, in my opinion. BMWs, the cars that stay away from BMW. Unless if you know how to have fun in this thing, stay away from it. Unless if you know how to really customize it and make it unique. Because I've seen too many of these things just dressed up as minions. The 2019 Z8, definitely stay away from. I don't have it, due to the fact that I got bored of it. People may hate me about this, but seriously, the Chirons, I've got it. Have I used mine? No. Not really a big fan, but the Divo, oh yeah, I am the total opposite scale of the Divos. Other cars to really stay away from. People may hate me if they're Chevy fans. Actually, no, there's really no Chevys to stay away from, in my opinion. The Chevys are pretty good cars. Dados, they're not too bad. None of the Dodges really to stay away from. People may hate me for this, but the Ferrari Dino, this thing's overpriced for what it is. I understand that it's one of the rarest cars in the world, but seriously, it's overpriced. For something cheaper than that, you might as well just get yourself pretty much that. Or that. That's another overpriced car, the Confortio, as you can tell, I had over freaking like 30-40 million. I spent too much money on getting some of these cars. Other cars to stay away from, unless if you're a huge fanatic. Definitely a new Focus RS, the 2017 Focus RS that I've got. They've got good customizations and things, but around corners and all that, and I've got one of the best tunes that I'm actually made myself because I tune in this game. The tune can't really compliment on how bad it is around cornering. Even yet, it's an all-wheel drive. Other cars to stay away from, definitely the Fiesta Mark II, well XR2, that thing is just terrible. That's why I haven't even touched mine. That thing is just that bad. The Angela, that thing I still want to get rid of. That thing just sucks. That's good for memes. That's really about it, or that I can see the van used for as memes. Or if you're role playing as a Fed, which makes no sense in this game to really roleplay that much. Hondas to stay away from. Well, we've already spotted one Honda. The CIR. Stay away from that. The Civic RS from 74. Not too bad for modifications, I gotta admit. You can make it look good, but its performance sucks. Other vehicles to stay away from. What else do we have there to really try to avoid the best that you can? Unless if you've got no choice. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate from this, but I've got the Speedtail. Do I really think that's worth like $12 million in this game? No. People overprice it all the fucking time. That's where most of my money went. Do I regret buying this car? Yes, I actually really do. This car does nothing. It's terrible around corners. The acceleration, alright. Not the best. It does get outdone by a lot of other cars. So do I really recommend the Speedtail? No, not really. Other cars I don't recommend. Stay away from. I know some people are huge MG fans, so I'm gonna really get put in the dirt for this. But try to keep away from the MGs. No matter what you can do, these things will not really perform how you want them. I gotta say though that they're good for their price. They're pretty good for their price. I ain't really gonna say anything about apart from the Goliath. Stay away from the Goliath. So if you got this package, don't get the Goliath. That thing, regardless of what you do, I'm trying my hardest to make it look better than that. It still looks like a fucking Magna, as it's based off Magna, so you really can't help that car. Morgan's, stay away from the 3-wheeler, to be really honest. The 3-wheeler sucks. That thing, good if you want to be like not Jeremy Clarkson, fucking Richard Hammond. But apart from that, I don't find the practicality of one. The Morrises, stay away from the Morrises, in my personal opinion. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. Stay away from the rural old school Skyline right here, unless these two. Unless if you really know what you're doing, and try to stay away from the old Fairlady. My personal opinion. I'm not saying the car that I would recommend out of the whole entire Nissans. But let's move on to the Opels. Okay, the Opel. These two really do suck in my opinion. That's why I never drive them. There's nothing to say about them apart from they're awful to drive. I understand that this is a rally monster and that's a cult classic, but they don't really perform the expectations. Other cars to stay away from, I actually got two of these, I don't know why, but what's the point of buying a Hyra? These things have been recorded as the world's most slowest freaking hypercars, but fastest supercar, so I don't know what they classify them as. People classify them as a hypercar. That's more of a hypercar. Peels, unless if you really want to have fun and just be an idiot all day, you know, you goof around, not take anything seriously, stay away from these things. Gotta admit though, they're fun to slip in reverse and just be an idiot with. The Polaris. I don't get why they add that in the game actually. I really don't. There's nothing more to explain. Sorry about that. There's nothing more to really explain about it than why the fuck is this thing even in the game? That's all that the fuck I can say about it is why the fuck does this thing exist in this game? Pontiacs. There's really no Pontiacs that I dislike. Porsche, I've not had every single Porsche, so I can't really tell you about the Porsches that I like and dislike at the moment. The Rams, they're an alright truck, I'm not gonna lie. My personal opinion, I'd take the Track over the Power Wagon. That's just got that little bit more extra power behind it that you might love. Sure, she's a bit more expensive, but she's got that little bit more extra off-roading compatibility that people like on them things. Other vehicles to stay away from, definitely the Reliant. Everyone should know that by now. And if you're new to the game, do not get the Reliant Supervan 3. This thing is AIDS at its finest. Sorry if I've offended people that has AIDS, but this thing is got to be the worst vehicle, in my opinion, in this fucking game. There is no way you can make that thing look better. That thing looks like a sad, depressed, homeless guy. I'm going to jump into it out of my beautiful Supra. But there's nothing to say about this thing. It's ugly, it's depressed, it's sad, it's small. You can even make it look like an oversized mirror to hide it, but the fact that everyone knows they're Reliant is the worst car in the game. You can't even get into it. That's actually how bad it is. My opinion, I would suggest converting this thing to a coffin. That's the best that you can do with this thing. That's all that it's worth being. That's how bad it is. Now let's go to the other end of the scales before we go back to around the other way. Other vehicles to stay away from on here. Triumphs? No, not really. I can't really think of anything. If you... okay, Toyotas. There's actually really no Toyotas in the game to avoid, to be really honest. The Apex is a good one. That Supra is highly expensive, but it's good. That Supra, the Mark IV is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I did love the Mark IV. That's why I've actually got like several million Mark IVs. I don't just have the Mark IV for the sake of having a Mark IV. I've got them because like they're all different builds. Like you can do so much with them. But let's just move on. Sunbeam. Why did they add that convertible piece of junk in the game? The Legacy RS. It's alright, but do I recommend it to anyone? No, not really. I don't even recommend it to that new guy in the game that thinks every car is a legit legend. The Renaults, I know some people are gonna say, oh, but most of them are rare. I get that. In game, they're rare. Real life, these things are that common that it's beyond funny. Stay away from them. That pretty much concludes my list of cars to avoid. Oh, and stay away from the Peugeots. Those things suck. I've driven the Peugeots. Those things just are terrible. So that's today's video in a nutshell. I know today's video was short. If you want to see my top 10, my top favorite cars, that's going to be a little bit longer because I'm going to have to decide on my favorite cars. But I'll catch you guys in the next video.